Aristotle, period or year, 384 to 322 BC. His contributions are distinguish fish from whales and recognize 117 species of fish. And the impact of his contributions is it helps the modern ichthyologist because of his contributions.
Pyrrobelon, period or year, 1517 to 1564. His contribution or output is he published the natural history of fish in 1551, in which he classified approximately 110 species were described and illustrated. He also published the first modern systematic treatise on fish. The impact of his contribution is it helps the modern ichthyologists.
Hipólito Salviani, year 1554-1557. His contribution is he published sections of a treatise on Italian fishes in which 92 species were described and illustrated. His contribution is it helps the modern ichthyologists because of his contribution.
1554 to 1555. Guillaume Rondelet. He published a book that summarized much of what was known about fishes that time. It helps the modern ichthyologists because of his contribution.
John Ray, period or year, 1627 to 1705, and Francis Willoughby, period or year, 1635 to 1672. Their contribution. They published their Historica Piscium in 1686. They could describe 420 species, including the 178 species, and arrange them in a reasonable classification system. The impact of their contribution is it helps the modern ichthyologists because of their contributions.
Peter Artide, period or year 1705 to 1734. His contribution is classified less than 500 species, and the impact of his contribution is it helps the modern ichthyologists because of his contribution. Carolus Linnaeus, period or year 1707 to 1778. His contribution is he edited the introduction of Ichthyology 5th edition and issued it in 1738. He adopted and eventually changed, not always for the better, Artis's classification of fishes for the 12 editions of his own extraordinary system, A Naturale. The impact of his contribution is it became the basis for all classification systems.